Hi, I'm Jaro, and welcome back to my unedited playthrough of Disco Elysium. And I've been spoiled on some things from the internet, but I did not know that Harry, our protagonist, would be completely unqualified to solve mysteries, or at least as an amnesiac, maybe as qualified as I am. And then I didn't know that Kim over here would just accept that. Hello, world's chillest person. Whenever there's an old man or some such, it's easy for the people that I follow on Tumblr to become completely obsessed with him, and it's even easier if there's something deeply internally wrong with him. We would just want to crack open his psyche like a nut, and I think that Harry over here has some things that are evidently not going great with him. Waking up not knowing who you are, completely drunk, and Kim over here. If something's wrong with you, then it must be a little bit more subtle, but we're going to find out, and thank you, King Hijinks, for telling me a lot of how this game works. Okay, I've just explored this building a little bit, and Okay, it's going to be, it's clearly snowy and stuff, and you've told me that the jacket is on the bed. So right after going out of the building, let's go back into the building. I think you can be nice and toasty. We can see the mosties. Already good music in here. I say that as
Hello,
if it's news.
Sweetie.
Hello to you, Lena the cryptozoologist's wife.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why not you? You could be a sweetie pie. You're a sweetie guy. Does that mean you like me? It's
Why, you are, officer.
so we're sweetie. Let's establish it. Will this be added to our identity or something? How nice. No, sweetie, look at me, or maybe I am. I'm encouraging you, old man, to be baby girl today.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Oh, I mean, you're an amnesiac, but do you remember that much? No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. The question could have meant many things. I don't know. Wink? Maybe I have. I had once. Wink twice, but then I lost her. Wait. The mental image of this, you're just a little avatar on my screen, but I can see how unhinged that's going to be. I don't really want to talk about that right now. Let's wink twice and be tragic and mysterious.
What was with that fucking wink?
What? What?
Seemed neurological. Central nervous system was really banged up.
Well, okay, at least your internal diagnostic is going. Stop winking. Tap yourself on the side of the head to correct the malfunction. Do nothing is probably permanent. A little tappy tap, super normal.
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry.
Okay. Am I still sweetie though? Oh, thanks for the gentle smile and not paying attention.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained.
You and me both, sister.
I completely forgot to introduce myself.
And you get to tap yourself on the forehead as well?
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Oh. Okay. You don't work here or anything. Alright. Okay.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Hire her? Well, you and me and Kim, I don't know about the collective level of experience between us. Yeah, maybe. Might as well. You seem to be in a chair. Okay, observant. How'd you like to roll with me? Who doesn't love a pun? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything. You know? And at this point, I dare say we've figured out a little bit of what we're doing. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties need money? OnlyFans when? I've got to get going now. Okay, I can't resist a pun, but something tells me.
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime. Ridding the backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Is that different from serial killers or the same thing? Nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Wanna roll with me? Oh, we could play it off. No, we meant a specific thing, and we're playing and saying a specific thing.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
The more the merrier? I'm unconvincing.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Does it seem like I'm stalling about the corpse from the tree? Kim, of course, I forgot I had you, or I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. All of your words are incorrect, Harry. You're probably right. Let's be
Yes,
having
and
you.
It seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on. And, sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Okay, wait, does she know that we're both crime-solving partners? Or am I just somebody who was waiting for the police and found the police, who is clearly not me, but came over here? All right,
And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
If I had chosen the physical preset build, could I carry Lena all around town? Due to Harry's evident, obvious strength, here's...
Perhaps another time.
That seems wonderful. All right, okay, do I want to explore all dialogue options? It's redundant to say you seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Oh, wait, all the paras. What? Let's ask what, or could I become a paraplegic? Or it was rude of me to mention it, or thanks for clearing that up for me. I don't know. Let's inform our little man.
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Do you have cop experience as well? I've just woken up as Harry Du Bois, so it could be anyone. Were you a rugby player? Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker? I would guess mountaineer. What does a cryptozoologist do? I'm detecting the zoologist part. I don't know the crypto part.
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what did you do?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
It usually is that way, huh? Everybody's in some kind of job that isn't on top of a mountain.
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
This place we've woken up into seems to be a bit dangerous, even disregarding the tree body.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can
Unionized.
only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Oh my god. She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair, and I can ask, could I become a paraplegic? And now with context, would that make Harry over here inherently, I don't know, nervous?
I hope not. Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Well, do you have faith in yourself or something now?
Towering over her in your insignia,
You do.
you make her feel safe.
Hey, Hey, that doesn't seem too bad. What are my dialogue options? Someone has to do it. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad hanging out in a chair, playing pinball. Like, that could almost be affirming, or I'm not sure if I should be in this line of work. Okay, I don't know what happens exactly if I bolster your authority. Sense internally a lot, but
not you. You're volunteering. So thank you, sweetie.
okay.
So you volunteered sometime in the past for the beatdown of hell of bullets. So very you.
And it's pain threshold saying that. Can I assume that's in a self-sacrificial way? Oh, your ribs sticking all the way out, fella. And are we gonna decide that was rude? Or just move on? Well, either way, I feel that she can detect the instability of us well enough.
No problem.
Okay. Let's have you
There is no
walking
bitterness in
around.
her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Well, I guess there's no better people that we could have encountered in our state then. And do we want to talk about not knowing where I am or what I'm doing or anything? Well, it seems more comfortable to admit that, knowing that she perceived us pretty correctly.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Well, ma'am, as if we're sharing about our injuries.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Well, that's nice. You know, let's choose a little hopeful thing. I hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
Okay, what is this, a quiz? What are you, a cop? No, it's me, a cop. And so, stop that. We're in a war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead haunting each other. I mean, okay, as a ghost, would you still be in a chair? Depends on your preference, I suppose. We're in a cafeteria. Don't really know. I did think it was a hotel at first, but I've since asked questions. I want to know about the edge of the world.
It does still look like that in some parts of the city, doesn't it?
So, there's a war or something?
We are in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, dear.
A hostel?
And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
I am having a mentally slow week because I did just take it for granted last episode that, yeah, a cafeteria has a little place where you can sleep or something. Maybe that's something that happens in Europe. Okay, we're gonna say okay, or I don't know about Revachol, but we don't know about it, and we're volunteering as police.
How would I even begin to tell you?
I would love to know.
Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
This is one hell of a world, but alright, I'll incorporate that into my outlook.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
Huh. And we're still looking quite lost, but surely less lost than before.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Huh. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. I mean, hopefully late 40s would feel different than late 50s. I can hope. Let's choose 973 with some confidence. All right, sorry to shake your faith in the police, ma'am.
You're joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it?
Thanks for multiple tries. Nothing happens if I really insist on it, right?
You're joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it?
Yes, ma'am. We're joking twice in a row with a straight face. Okay. Let's guess if it's your late 40s or 50s.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
Well, it's really nice to encounter somebody
Lieutenant
positive.
studies you, rubbing his chin.
Yes, it's been a full 5 minutes, and we've let the corpse just sort of hang in the tree.
I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
The more you stay at Harry's side, the more I'm completely impressed and maybe a little concerned, and I want to know why.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
So, are we starting to shape our worldview? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. What the hell vehicle is making sound? Oh, our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds, and civilization cowers before us. I'm looking at a pinball machine, and you're looking at some sculptures of steeds. I can see where you get that. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Hey, you're missing one thing at the top of those machines. It's Elon Musk. There's radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. And do you mean that in like a fun femdom way? Naughty boy or something else? Or cop? We are living under the cop regime. I can see how having self-confidence would put you into that. Tell me if it's not the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not.
Oh?
There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Okay. Are we... Please, ma'am, are we on that grind set? Are we on that grind set right now? Did I wake up in the grind set?
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
Oh. Okay, if there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. I personally, player-wise, need to know if there's... Why?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
My condolences to everyone in a revolution, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of condolence? A celebration? One of these is probably appropriate.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
I don't know. I'm feeling orientated.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Well, okay. There was a route in this conversation where I go through it without scaring someone. But you know, we're all going to confront truths here. There's asking, so how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Why not? Why not find out a lot?
A defeat, I'm afraid.
Oh.
The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
The CIA? No, come on. What does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me. Will this make her more afraid or a little amused? It amused me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Thanks for trying.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
How did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear.
Oh.
It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
I mean, if you've ever thought about how you could get familiar with another world, if you were somehow transported into one of your favorite pieces of fiction, some level of brain damage would be completely necessary to explain it to those around you. This is a great orientation.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
Yeah, in a fun way, in a mysterious way.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs.
We're
And
so fresh.
while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Does he return to himself by the end of the game? I mean, I guess I'll find out.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
That's a philosophy out here. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Sure.
No,
Oh,
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
job oriented. Well, you're on that grind set, Kim.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated.
That's how it's
Oh,
going.
I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's how it's going. Is this a good time to say Sweetie needs money? I could not have led with that. Sweetie needs money, though.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Is there a paycheck in this police force?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Empathy? You are saying some huge sweeping statements. I don't have that much certainty about anyone.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Does the Harry Kim... what? No, that's a different character from Voyager. Harry Du Bois. Patreon. I was hoping you could be my sponsor. Or what is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks or a suggestion in the red. Tug on her heartstrings for 90. I mean, do we need money for anything? Does she have money for anything? This alarms me. But we are having no money. But then we wake up. Kim Kitsuragi over here says that finds out that we're an amnesiac and have not gotten a dead body out of a tree, and then sees us beg a paraplegic old lady for cash. I mean, I'm tempted to do it out of gameplay reasons, of course. What is a
You
paycheck?
must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you.
Damn right.
Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
I'm increasingly
Interesting
concerned.
idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Okay, asking for anything ever in my life repulses me. We're gonna do it, though, in the video game world.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Are you sure? It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I'm at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me. PBS is supported by viewers like you. All right.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Ma'am, don't answer any calls about your car's extended warranty. Okay, a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. Commemorative of what? Does it signify me as being part of an in-group?
Wonderful. He has a pin.
Sorry, Kim.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them.
Okay.
A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, Sam Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races.
Oh. So 20 years ago, we are now racers? What is Tipon?
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
I mean, are people buying things around here? Let's ask where, since we've got it.
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
Considering your, recent alcoholism, I don't know if it's good to know about a pawn shop.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Can I click on this business right now? Hello. Oh, already having many tasks. Great start to a day. And have we gone through pissing competition, calling the stations anything? Or, no. Okay, wait, singing karaoke might be an option. Nice. And, okay, can I see any other cool and interesting things? Can I see a map? Huh. It's a map of a ceiling fan and Kim and a mirror and another map of the mirror. Alright. Let's find things then. Okay, and these are the stats that I've got. I set you up in this world with exactly 1 intellect. Alright, what's Inland Empire doing? Oh, hunches and gut feelings. Okay, wait, so if I hadn't... The hell is that sound? So if I hadn't selected that, then these extremely sharp observations that I've noticed here and there, that despite your amnesia make you a little bit qualified to be some kind of investigator. Those wouldn't be there, or they would be there. I don't know, it's interesting to think, to know, to... How is all of this? And what's this lowest stat? And why are we so stupid? I'm sorry. Okay. The ability to sneak under noses and stun with immense panache is what's going on here. Or rather, what's not going on here. This rather looks like many arms attached to a torso. The design of all these. The vibe is incredible. How do I get out of here, please? Okay. And this will help me out and conclude, or I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have the money. I mean, part of having hope is envisioning a world where things go right. This feels risky, but let's make a promise.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back.
A scumbag for taking it in the first place. Where are we going? Are we saying about the pin?
I hope you're able to pawn that old trinket.
We could give it back now. But the only other option is to thank her again. I'm curious what'll happen. Okay, I'm curious what will happen.
Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
That was many minutes in the passage of time. What's
By
this?
the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, And this place sure isn't it.
Well, perhaps you can find somewhere new to your liking, I said in a completely financially unaware manner. Well,
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
were we south? Were we far away? Were we up on Marvel Hill? Do the top and bottom options like literally help us find home, which could have valuable things such as resources? Let's seek resources?
You don't really know, do you?
Fine, we don't know. Are we a homeless cop? Or a vague blackened image?
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Well, we were staying there before, weren't we? Could I trace my way back somehow to the exact street, number, building? Hobo cop! Ooh. As much as it made me laugh, I can't let you be a hobo cop. We're fixing you. Maybe. We're trying.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Awesome. And then I'm hoping, okay, good on the autosave, and we're just sort of trundling or shuffling around. If I hold down the keys, then it doesn't necessarily move any faster. Wow. I came in here to get a jacket or some such. Here's an inventory. What have we got so far? Only partway through your classic outfit, your classic style. And gaining more tasks ever more. Here's anything new? Did I see anything new? Trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, till you reach Little Main, Eminent, and North Jamrock. That's about your way home. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Perdition the street, and not the state of Christian damnation, or whatever. I'm here for a jacket. I'm here for a jacket. And it looks like this, right? You're not going to sleep. You're not going Betty by. You're taking your fit. You're taking your suit. All suited up here, looking snazzy. All right. The tie. We can continue to get our bearings and then be rewarded with the excellent tie. All right, out of here and over here and I like noticing what the words are made of is making me wonder if that's any hints as to the setting, because I'm noticing things that I don't know. I'm noticing some things that seem incongruent. Alright, there's your sharp jacket, given some kind of a 70s vibe, but it's 51 and you're on the run, and let's look around. Oh, I've clicked on a person first thing. I did not know that was a person. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police," coming straight from the underground. Alright, so what else are we looking at though? So that was a street sign, and is it Pigs Go Home? It's you were drinking a long time, it's fair.
The RCM in Martinez.
Hello.
What can I help you with?
We're just looking for the bodies. We're trying to make the bodies hit the floor, because I swear they are not.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this? Fuck the police business. I mean, like, Like, can I assume that you don't know if we don't find someone to tell you? But then again, she might answer in like an apprehensive manner. We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Looking for a dead body. Let's start strong and just be like we did not know where it was.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Yay. We're the cleanup crew out here. And then the home thought was like about the north. It's really vague, but what is up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
And where am
What
I?
do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
An exact intersection with a name on it. All
He
right.
knows where we are. He just wants directions.
And the lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. I mean, I feel logically as a person there would have to be some point at which Kim would leave, at which Kim would book it. So I'm interested in the explanation. Why not? What's in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Nice, relevant things like where to get food.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
And what's on the other side?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
Can I assume you're remembering something?
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
Well, maybe there's cool stuff like an underground city or secrets or, well, we already know there's a body.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Huh. Well, that was directional and probably extremely strange from
No
the
problem.
police. Okay, now that we've displayed some disorientation, we can ask what fuck the police means, but like in a genuine sort of manner.
Excuse me?
Oh, on the
She's
signs.
uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of
The
questioning.
genuineness did not help. But how do I know if Harry over here knows? Let's have him know.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
We could we could say I didn't mean to startle you. That as much as I want explanations, that seems important to comfort others.
Okay.
Sure. And let's ask, who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Sure. What are you doing here? Though it doesn't look much like a garden.
I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
Oh,
I've been trying to get some work done.
okay. That's pretty nice.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Oh, is the body interfering with the work?
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Well, that's where we're going, into the stink.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Yikes.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Huh.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
I get the feeling that I need him. I guess the other option is to have corpse hands. And we're helping her, so she probably won't mind.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Well, if you're sure, now we have rubber gloves. I hope that thought will stay there. Gloves. And I suppose we've just put them on immediately. Well, that's excellent. What's up? Just heaps of snow around here. And the maximum we can zoom out and some kind of a vehicle. What era are we in? This is some kind of a future.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Nice.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Oh, someone just got here? I mean, okay, I'm gonna be dedicated to the corpse. I'm gonna be dedicated to the corpse. Me when I'm convincing myself to get up in the morning, but let's go around. Let's go around. And did I have a proper sense of direction as to where there is a corpse? There's talk of picking up bottles, street sign, and not going through a gate. All right, and going through a fence. That looks like it. This is. I'm gonna see it any moment. The corpse. Jeez, it's alive. All right, and looking at things, inspecting things. The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. Wherever you are seems to have some absolute flair. Oh, wait, you're throwing stuff at the corpse. Yep, that's a corpse. You know, it's kind of funny how we kind of look alike. Alright, what's up, kid? Boop.
Kuno's got this.
Did I miss clicking on that? Okay, sorry for being uncoordinated. This is the stats I've chosen. And the boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. Oh! Okay, God, I think in clips of this game I had only seen the character art, and I did not peg that as 12. Alright,
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
alright. And are we saying that it's police business, or a moment of your time, or not getting into this?
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
There's just the urge to do that. Hello? I sent a text to Mom. Okay. Guest stars in here. Alright, so shit coming up strong. We have... Does that sound good because you haven't taken a dump since you've been up? Or... Juicy, what
I
now?
mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh. Sure, I guess that's what your face looks like.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Wow, what a great pair of friends.
Kuno's riding it, see?
And it causes you to throw rocks at a corpse? Guess there's not much else to do.
The rake, Kuno.
Oh, wait, am I being fought by a child with a rake?
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
Okay, not me, but the other pale, pasty fellow around here.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We could ask a gardener. What should we do? Are you kids siblings? Or do you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. Okay, I'm laughing too hard. Let's...
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Fair. But I'm next to somebody who probably has narc energy. Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us, Kuno. He says each other.
What? Wait, what? What should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
I'm kind of starting to see. Sure, let's say it though. I don't think you're gonna cooperate, but I have questions for you. Such as, can you stop throwing a rock while I'm getting the
Alright, entertain the Kuno.
corpse?
Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The way you're saying it makes me want to break into dance moves. Am I getting hiccups? Please. About the crime scene? Oh, sure. And who is Kuno?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I mean, might have questions later if I get to come back.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
And let's clear up.
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
All right, it's you. It's you. I was sensing something.
Primal. Violent.
Half-light. I don't know what you mean by that. Sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog. We're thinking Cujo. We're thinking Stephen King. You refer to yourself in the third person. Is that some kind of a gang name? I don't think it's that whatsoever. Do I want to ask about rabid dog stuff or third person? I don't know, third person.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person.
Okay, it boy.
He looks
Let's.
slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort.
It was fast.
But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
What's malevolently hissing? Just the other little ginger out here, right?
Watch out, Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
Well, thanks for being vigilant, I guess. What is it? The face? Is it the?
Not Kuno.
No. No. Oh. Let's.
Help! He's got the Kuno help.
This seems like it's going poorly. There's 2 other dialogue options there, but do I think that you could win in a fight against these 12-year-olds? Let's go.
Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
We haven't had a movement in a while, kid. That might help.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Hello? Hello?
Don't listen. Just go.
And where did this name come from? Second name, Kuno S. Alright. Do I want to say listen? Do I want to say not listen?
Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno.
I'm sorry.
You alright? You wanna get fucked again? Come back.
This has been going excellently. I'm so sorry. Okay, and we're noting the smell. And we've got gloves on. And there's a kid's ladder. And there's a... I don't know, we could shuffle around here. Oh, the greenhouse is right next to it. Okay, brutal. Anything on the ground? Anything I might be missing?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
I can see why the caller would call it a lynching then. What kind of boots?
Every worker's boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Well, and here I thought that somebody was being sensationalist. Alright, the odds are not good, but they're better if you try.
What do you
Sorry.
think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Alright. Let's get to it then. And anything else, just a box, a yard, a general area. All kinds of stuff. I guess, would I know where to take the corpse? To our police house, yes. There's a winch mechanism out here. There's boxes. As I shuffle about in an inefficient manner, there's... Okay, in our quest for cash, we found yet more money. Magnesium? Well, we did just damage the morale. Wait, magnesium as in you put it in yourself for, like, pills? Health item gained. And money. Alright, okay, do I have the hang of... No, I don't. Do I have the hang of where things are? Items, dare I say tools? Dare I say interact with things? Well, and how's your health? And how's your morale? And how's everything work ever? Oh, let's get out of here then. Alright, looking at boards for some reason. Seeing things that others cannot see.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Huh. And is there anything that I can do to increase my odds, I wonder? Just perception, it would seem.
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
We want to ask ourselves why we're looking at roofing material.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
Wants that oddly satisfying sort of slime tutorial video,
No,
so...
There's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Thanks for the tip, Inland Empire. Alright, looking around at piles of rubble. Have a happy Harry day. Here's... Okay, any path through there? Huh. Okay. For now, it would seem no. Well, glad I checked nevertheless. Oh. Ways to heal your morale just by wandering around in the cold, wintry, corpse-stenched air. Alright. We're down to business. Here's our business.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
What was that last part?
You seem to be holding your breath.
And there's look down or turn away.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle.
Oh.
The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Well, I mean, all of the initial hints point to workers around here. Low checks. I want to try it. Do I not want to try it? If your morale gets really low, do you drop dead?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
I see we've displayed a lot of weakness. Thanks for the sympathy.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
And... Wait, okay, it's endurance legendary to let go of your nose without throwing up. There's the option to leave, but does leaving mean that I barf, mean that I Ralph? Huh. And am I going up this tree?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Okay.
Eating it is all it does now.
Okay.
Yes?
Would this be a bad time and place for you to tell me about yourself again? Just sort of under the shade of the bloated hanging corpse.
What about me?
Nice of you to answer while we're standing here.
No.
Nothing on the secret.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
Things we've established about Harry Du Bois out here. No memory, incredible perception, controlled by Kim's eyebrow. All right.
The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me under the corpse
Something the
stench?
matter, detective?
Good question.
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
Well, that's a funny way to think of it.
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
It's extremely funny for authority itself to say that, but then again, who would be better able to perceive authority? Silently scream for help or accept your thraldom. Well, we've got to trust somebody as a newborn 44-year-old baby.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
I want to know what that looked like. Okay,
Good. Let's change the subject.
and that was all of the things for now. And okay, I'm starting to figure out that maybe there's not immediately a way to get the corpse down from the tree unless I keep looking around, which I will therefore do. I'll keep on looking around. It's due to the stench?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Does throwing up progress anything? Okay, I'm not totally convinced that throwing up progresses something. Can I go through here? Can I talk to you?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Okay. Do I think Harry can survive against 12-year-olds in his current state or no? Am I choosing this over throwing up?
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Sorry.
She means it. The fear is real.
Okay. So there's fear going on. Do I want to ask you questions and the only option is to take another step? Well, we already committed.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
And we didn't ask what pig meant, did we? Like, you know though, right? You do know, you know.
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
I mean, we don't know who we are. Maybe we do.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it's like that. Okay. Using my incredible powers of perception, let's, accidentally
There
click on the
he still
corpse
is,
again.
looking right through you with his
Well,
white eyes.
are we going through all the
body below
options?
is
Are we
entirely
barfing?
dedicated to that. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
If I had chosen that on the first inspection of the corpse, that would make so much more, I don't know, sense, but instead I went back and forth again and again, and so I walked away, looked at the child, looked back at the corpse, and then threw up. Alright, yeah, so do we want to walk away or do we want to let it out? It's kind of comedic timing to let it out. Sorry. Anything? Are you feeling better or worse? Sometimes I feel better, but in this case, you might feel worse.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
It be like that.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
And what would we be sorry about? I mean, you could complain about the corpse. No, I'm curious. What are you sorry about out of anything? Many things?
It's okay. Happens to everyone.
Puking.
Keep it.
Well, thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Wait, would it help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
It's an entirely other smell. Do you use it?
I can't handle the headache.
Alright.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Oh. Huh. New fact about Kim, you can handle the smell of a corpse. Where do we
The
get it?
young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell.
Sure.
If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Okay. So there's no, I don't know, getting up in the tree. hauling yourself up there.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check.
Oh.
Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Well, that's promising. What's going on out here? Anything? Oh, thanks for the handkerchief. Why is a price listed next to it? And it's only marginally similar to the pin? I should not have taken the pin. There's... Okay. Looking comprehensive so far. Going to a little store. Well, now this makes me wonder, is it like technically possible to go to the store and then demonstrate some kind of knowledge? Well, it never hurts to ask a gardener for the salts, because we're the ones touching a corpse. We're touching a corpse. Oh. Salts. Salts?
Hello again, officer. How are things? Sure. I'm done with them.
Well, that's optimistic, but no, we're going to
Go
get them.
easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
And that's it. All right. Okay. And now, with the power of salts, you have the ability to haul your middle-aged alcoholic ass up into the tree. Because I believe in you. Because you're a good boy. Because you're a sweetie pie. Because you can get that corpse. Sweetie pie. Out of the tree. Honey bear. Alright.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
So there's a +1 from having ammonia.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once.
Okay.
The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Alright, I said I'd help you and I've just made you more incredibly sick. You have the option to say, I think I don't want to be a cop anymore. I am interested to know what Kim would say about that, but you've just used the last of her salts. We're unfortunately, we're toughing it. I'm
Are
sorry.
you okay, officer?
Oh, thanks for the pat. See, That's really nice. We got a pat.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel in solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
You know, it's not all bad out here. You've puked twice at the feet of the corpse.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Oh, all right. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life? This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop. Option coming up more than once. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. They never get
Reassuring.
used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day.
Oh.
Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
Does wearing a mask help? I imagine not much.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Oh, 'cause you put it into your vehicle. Right, you're fine though.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
Oh. Useful.
Not being hungover helps too.
Oh. Useful. This is okay. Still those options. I mean, okay, I guess I... Does the sentiment still exist within you if you don't choose to say it? And actually, there's no leave option yet. Or...
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have,
And now that I've said I don't want to be a cop, what?
you need to get your shit together.
But my shit is already together. It's the toughest thing to tell, right? Do you already have it as together as you'll ever have it? Is what we have right now the most we're capable of? That's not the outlook we have right now. Getting our shit together with the help of trusty Kim.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Well... Wait, thought gained volumetric shit compressor? Oh. Yeah, that's... that sounds either impacted or extremely helpful.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
I love special
Give it half an
bonuses
hour.
and
Get
effects.
yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Half an hour, you say? Am I in real life here for another half hour? How's it looking? Volumetric shit compressor. Okay, and then did I internalize this or not? I guess not. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, it takes a while? Wait, should I have chosen a... Should I have chosen a different one? Can I only do one at a time? No, we have big boy brain, and we're having multiple thoughts at once. I'm very proud of you, okay? Okay, here's... looking in here to return the pin. Once you... Okay, buy it back and return it to her once you have money. Is something. And I'm just clicking on all of these because because I saw a little notification kind of a thing. Alright, half an hour, have another go. So that means inspecting other things, finding out what's up. Did I miss anything relevant from you, belligerent child? I don't know. It sounds like you've got the rain, and your rocks, and your little friend, and your great aim, and you're gonna be just dandy, throwing rocks at a corpse? Yeah. What's your thoughts?
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Wow.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
And you're wondering what you're doing? I mean, there's been many hints, but it's great to ponder it some more.
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for
Grey
you.
sky like great battleships. Clouds
Only you can
collide
let
with
it
one
in.
another. Rain falls down on the world. Your
No
shirt
one else.
sticks
No
to your
one else.
chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer.
So
grow
it is a
heavy.
disco blazer.
The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
Okay.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
And then, if I had not gotten the disco blazer, it might have been a bit different, or you would be even more underdressed, or I don't know. And we want to know what is where.
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered.
Right on the corner. Huh. Alright, am I seeing which corner is the
great
corner?
gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Literally sopping wet and pathetic. It's going to get better. We'll get you a little cozy jacket. Clenching your teeth or shaking your shoulders some more. Are your teeth gonna be okay if I clench them?
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The greater Revachol industrial harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dri's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms.
Cruise
Cranes
ships.
watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
And what's across there?
Couron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
And beyond?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
And the only way to finish the thought is just by realizing how damp you are and going, motherfucker, let's ask about the West.
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
So somebody has enough money to be on the water.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Well, and who are you, ghosts? Or run your fingers through your hair? I don't know, maybe the ghosts can help.
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
Somehow I didn't seem like next to a corpse and off an alcoholic bender that office windows could still exist, but they do.
Will you ever go there?
Will you?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
Well, and what's down the shore or run your fingers through your hair?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And we want to know beyond that.
Coal City, end of all lines.
All lines?
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
Hey, it's like the shower I wanted to get for you.
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls.
Like where I used to live.
Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And what's closer?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
If these are Harry's actual internal thoughts, then he would be like a decent writer.
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on
great
the roofs
writer.
of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
And what's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Tell us about Jamrock.
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
Communing with the rain.
It's home.
Yeah. Where the hood? Where the hood? Where the hood at? DMX, what's up?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
If I continue, does it do anything?
Have a brother in the cut.
Just the one.
Where the hood at?
Okay. Different voice. Is that the voice of the city? I feel like I've seen like a couple of clips and I don't know, it just... Okay, fine. Shivers. Now I'm getting shivers. And why aren't we home? And where do I live? Or look further inward? DMX in here. There's... Okay,
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
Whitest in which way? I can guess, but...
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
I'm keeping Kim out here and Harry in the rain for multiple minutes? Do we know where we live yet?
On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner, where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises.
In a good way?
You cannot return.
Hey, we're not singing together anymore. You don't want to bust into rap with me?
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
Do you live at the police station now that you're an amnesiac?
Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain.
Oh, wait, it was really nearby? Police house?
On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. Satellite
Fishnet?
officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him.
Where's your homo, homie?
Wait, what?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners.
Huh?
They have a battle-tested relationship. A Brotherhund, if you will.
Germany exists here? Or buddy cop tropes? I mean, all buddy cop pairings are like a type of marriage, so this is perfectly understandable to me, but what?
Huh? Yeah.
All right. Sorry about your inside-out umbrella.
Sexual life partners.
What's not to get?
Funny apery.
Okay.
Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Huh. Everyone's got a different accent around here.
Is there something wrong?
Are all the police more French? What does that mean?
No, nothing. It's just
Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
And if he did?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man.
Oh.
What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange?
So,
What was it?
so I'm someone's heterosexual life partner?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Okay. Wait, who? What?
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand.
Did you hear all that?
The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Well, what's above? Last direction.
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
And that's it. Keeping you out in the rain for a full 10 minutes, but it's worthwhile. Come on.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
And to the east was with the shouting people. All right. And I guess I just want to... No, that's caps lock. That's not tab or anything.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Huh. That's many companies indeed. I don't know if I want to get anywhere right now. I want to... Is that it? Wow, this place just has so much random child. This isn't a store, is it? Well, it might be a store. Oh, wait, books. Huh.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Oh. we can say hello, or we can start with I am the law. Ooh. I can't choose the funniest option every single time. We're so recovery.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
I mean, can I ask you some questions? We're investigating.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
We start with what's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
Well, all right. Are you remembering anything interesting?
Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Oh, sure enough, that's what the store is called, but...
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
I don't know, can we help?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
Well, I guess you wouldn't know exactly. Maybe we'll have enough money for 2 overcoats.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Have 2 overcoats. Wait, you can help by brutally dismantling the free market? By unfreeing the market, or having a word with the store owner, or is that the Protestant work ethic in the middle here? Is that lurking in my dialogue options? The Protestant work ethic. That's I mean, you could have a word with the store owner. Do I only get one chance to brutally dismantle the free market? Does that do anything? I wanted to bring you a coat, direct action.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
Alright, yeah, that's fair. We can ask about school, or what is romance, or who are these famous people. Investigating superstardom.
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Huh. Can I become become famous by reading one of these books. Or,
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
well, he doesn't know it, but he is famous, just not in his own world. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. I mean, your internal voices could, if you find the words. Famous for vain people, I have better things to do. Or these famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. I mean, is it too soon to look down on people and call them a bunch of dorks?
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
We can go never mind on it. We can ask about crime, or we can ask about if the kids should be at school. We could ask.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Homeschooling exists.
School? Well,
we ask what
mine
school
is.
is.
A big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
Huh.
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamor rings through the honeycomb of classrooms.
You're getting in touch with it. What is this feeling?
The parquet of assembly halls, the rows of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. A girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Well, we know that the Protestant work ethic isn't just coming from a random internal voice, it's also coming from a little external voice standing out by itself in the cold.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Well, how cursed could it be?
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Let's teach the child the words ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess
Fair. I don't think curses are real, or this sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Like, into the curse, into the windows, and meanwhile, Kim is just standing behind us thinking, yeah, this is necessary to distract ourselves from the corpse and get our bearings, and...
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Sure?
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Okay. And we want to ask, what do you know about the other failed businesses, or how does the curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way.
We're
it
sure?
does not exist.
I mean, are we
I
sure?
liked it better when we were asking about famous people.
Oh, so you have likes that I'm finding out about. But Kim, plasmic manifestations?
No such thing.
If you say so. No manifestations.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
We can say other failed businesses or the curse.
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
So there's an implication that something could be there? Well, that's all of the dialogue for
Maybe I can
now.
tell you about some of our books instead.
And we've asked what your name is, and what's crime, and what's romance. Crime and romance are both extremely relevant to you.
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Unfortunately, I have read 1,000 webcomics that have that.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
We've got to go bigger. We've got to expand this somehow. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? Sure. Upend your
It
gender.
happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process.
Hello.
Or should actually be rich himself,
Hello.
but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
Well, you're quite the expert.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages.
Oh,
People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
so hope exists at least in a storybook. And what about when both of the men are bad? I'm afraid that she probably has read one of those. Or what about when everyone's poor? Or what about a book where man and lady business doesn't work out at all? Do I want to dig into your psyche more? Will that help?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Okay, how much do I want to drag a child into the excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
Well, I mean, sometimes there's one at the start. It gives you a villain to root against. Not that I think there might be one in your story, Harry. Okay, no, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life, phantom limb. Ugh. So, you don't know your name, but you do know that the lady who left you, you feel her presence like a phantom limb in her life, in your life.
No, I don't know.
Sorry, kid.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower.
Pain threshold, you've been showing up a lot lately. I don't know if I like that.
The girl is at a loss for words.
And we're in it. We committed. Okay, there was a chance to go out, but we committed.
She shifts and sways on her feet.
Each view tearing
looking
at the other's innards,
confused
leaving a gaping
uncomfortable.
emptiness, a vacuum, a heart that still hurts ceaselessly. Well, she's knowing about it now. She's about to know about it now.
I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry.
I don't know how to help you.
What the hell am I doing to my own morale? Alright, we go out in the world, we learn. Why can't you help me? I'm beyond help, right? Or do I need a book that tells me how it is? I mean, both of those sort of leave a rainy child salesman in the state of not being able to help people.
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm still little. I can't.
You're still little. Can we get out of here?
It's time to leave it be. You're about to make a child cry. Are you proud of yourself?
I'm not proud of myself. We can say that not a single shred of pride remains in me, but that sounds so self-assured that no shred of pride is coming back either. Or activate denial mode, or damn right I am proud as a lion of Cerber. Does that reinforce some kind of child crying mentality? Or don't worry, little girl, got a bit carried away there. Let's back up out of this. I mean, we can still try. Sure, we tried. At the end, I genuinely, from the heart, as the person clicking these, that's enough romance for me.
Maybe some about other books.
Do I want to know anything about crime? This has been...
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
And we're not asking about crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. It's that bad.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
I see. Is the expectation that we would go here before the corpse? Crime murder gets the people going. I'm befuddled. I'm baffled. I'm flipping a coin and clicking this.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm really bad at puzzles. Me, the player, I'm bad at puzzles. But no, I'm a policeman. By the way,
You don't look much like a policeman.
yeah, we look like a disco queen dancing machine, and that's all right.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Who's Dick Mullen? On the cover of a book, I used to be exactly like that guy. Then I decided to live a little, or no one looks like that guy. It's a stupid fantasy of a man. I What are your stupid fantasies of a man?
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning.
No, inspect that, Harry. What are your stupid fantasies of a man?
Dark, arrogant, violent, likely overcompensating for something. That's not a healthy look. Muscles get bigger, heart grows weaker.
You're sure? Okay, muscle training is flower arranging for men. I bet he thinks he's real manly like that. He isn't. It's just unhealthy. I mean, I agree with that. If you can see abdominals, then you're starving, like, every time, 10 out of 10. I probably got a violent streak because he's emotionally stunted. Do we fixate on the violent streak? Or try to be healthy?
She examines the picture closely. The Vespertine detective exhibits few signs of health or unhealth.
Well, this is a bizarre conversation with a child that may or may not stick with the child for years into her life. You're saying that you could take him down easy? I believe in you, Harry.
Sure you could, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your strength.
Really good salesman out here.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Maybe we could. Okay, and we're going to deduce something right now? Maybe? Well, I'll try that.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
And are we deducing or not deducing? You don't need to be worried, I'm here to help. Or you can show them to me. Oh, scarring on your hands? I'm here to help then?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them.
Well, that's another one for deducing things.
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
Let's say it's okay versus hands up.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
A bit extremely anxious.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Do we want maximum bravado or a simple yes? How much self-confidence is it good to have? Let's try some.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Fine. Fair. Fine.
She actually is impressed.
Okay.
This is more like a defensive reflex.
Do we want to invite her to do something about us or hone our experience with reasons? There's in any of these, there's a chance that you guess completely wrong and look like an ass, but that's the fun of anything.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
And are we guessing it's because of her mother, or because of rats, or because you're recycling your body material? It's not inaccurate, but it's not a reason. It's an intense dedication to the way of business. There are no riches without personal sacrifice. Well, that kind of gasses you up. Now I'm feeling the first and the last options are onto something. I mean, is it intrusive to say that pressure is being put on you?
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the number one detective in town. Or I hope this entertained you. This one's making a joke, the other one's reaching out to a person. Did it?
It was okay, sir.
Fine.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're
Okay.
quite sober.
Good deduction. We're quite sober indeed. Does that mean we've been spotted whereabouts outside of this place?
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit.
Hilarious,
he is
is it?
intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Well, it's okay, Kim Kitsuragi, to flinch a bit. How'd you know I'm usually not? I'm having a grand time. I'm also sad and my head hurts. The first one could give hints and maybe escalate to a point where Kim has to laugh.
Because you usually aren't.
I'm also sad and my head
I'm
hurts.
sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet,
EXP game,
assaulted
cool.
by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Even coin flip on figuring out what we're missing.
Because you know
Nice.
she's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Okay.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
Sure.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir.
Without the
Telling
in the
people
snow.
about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
And did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Or do we have I doubt that? Or what do you mean better? Or thanks, I'm trying. I don't see an immediate route to an option that makes Kim laugh, even though I'm like gunning for it. Does this belie genuine self-doubt or some kind of banter?
No, you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes? My child?
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Were we on just an incredible smorgasbord of drugs? There was probably a hint about that, but I fixated on the one.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Okay.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Why do I not know what gurning means?
Fuck yeah. You should put some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
I'll get you sequins. I'm not getting you narcotics. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics, or the girl doesn't know what she's talking about?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Yeah, well, why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't like the game anymore, or I've learned something about myself.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Well, that has been comprehensive. What you thinking about?
Volumetric ship compressor.
Hey, it's looking bad. Is it together?
Scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials.
Yes, law
It
officials.
remains to be seen how long the shit's singularity lasts.
We accept our shit being together. Yes. Okay. And that's going on in literal 6 hours, or and okay, reality lowdown, or latest been I have not been able to identify what's new here quite yet. Okay, still looking for a proper map. Huh. Then I think I meant to be getting out of here, or okay. I think I meant to be either saying goodbye to this playthrough at an earlier time, or okay, it's ridiculous, maybe, but I've heard about things that happen on the first day in this game. I heard that there's a crack in the wall. Read that there's a crack in the wall. And if you speak into the crack in the wall, now this sounds like I'm going on about paranormal stuff and not just him. Then the city on the first day with the right stats tells you you're bisexual. This sounds unhinged of me right now. There's some fellow right here. There's newspapers being sold. Welcome to Revachol. Do cruise ships stop by this area? I mean, it's not implausible.
Welcome to
Racist lorry driver. All right. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Oh, that's people like these is where the chip on your shoulder comes from. Then why you're proud to be native. Let's stick up for him.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
You've got a response locked and loaded. Go off, go off.
Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Completely articulate, he has no chance. Your words are wasted on him, pearls before swine. But let's hope it hits. But Limbo, what's going on here? You know what? I won't ask questions in front of an enemy. I'll just, I don't know, look at the magazines behind you. What, are you selling them? There's top 10s out here. And wait, oh. Okay. What thought was that? Do I have it if I go back out, or no? A most efficient use of time indeed. If I look at another magazine and then go out here and alright, well, the thought is probably gone. I guess if it's bugging me that much, then I want to look up whatever mythos or lore was happening about the crack in the wall, and I want to get a little coat.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big fritta slogan on the back.
That's an extremely, fricative T. And the raincoat is locked, and Kim has not lent us any money yet. Alright, so I'm going to be roaming around, finding out more information. This has been, I feel like the first episode was a great introduction to the internal escape of our dear protagonist here. And here we're starting to get a look at your external surroundings.
What is what?
Yeah, I guess
it's a raincoat.
I guess we can't exactly be asking what a raincoat is. It's completely obvious.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
And it is totally locked. Okay. We are going around scavenging for money on our first day ever existing on the planet, on the Earth. I'm feeling like this has been absolutely delightful. I'm feeling like this has been just getting more into the world of this game, finding out how it works, finding out what it all means, and it's still at a pretty relaxed pace, with tension for a corpse. So thanks for watching, and I'll see ya. I hope to complete the entire game indeed, with at least one recording per week. It's great out here. I had a more comprehensive goodbye, but it's gonna end like this.